come back to this point again. see 4K. 30, my GPS says 30, but sign says 33. just so mild at this time of year at the moment, for this time of year. So mild. Last week we had 11 and 12 degrees outside. Last year we had about 1.5 to 2 foot of snow here at this point. What was that, 2 years ago when I was down with the recovery truck? Can't remember. They're all going that way, I'm going this way. This side for Poland. You always know when winter's arrived in Scotland. The news report is Cockbridge to Toppingtool has been closed by snow. Winter has arrived when you get that statement. That's what it was. Unfortunately, because of the time of day, we're going to get a fair bit of glare of the sun as it's on the nose for most of the journey, as we're doing a south-easterly travel. Prepare to start laughing at the quality of this road. And we're now climbing up to quite a speed up. Coming to 30 mile. And then Strathdown is our next waypoint. At least this time coming over there won't be as many campers. Down with a trailer with the steam engine on it, and you come up against a camper doing 15 mile per hour up the hill. Temperature gauge starts rising rapidly. Just have to try and get past as best you can and get up to more optimum pulling speed. I don't think campers, a lot of the time, are fitted with mirrors because they don't seem to want to use them. somebody tried to go through it and caught the bridge parapet instead. So I remember that from coming back again. We've lately come down this hill because we are climbing quite rapidly, and there's a little dip down to the bridge, and that's below the horizon, so very good chance it was still frosty when the rest of the road wasn't. And they just didn't stop in time, which is unfortunate for the occupants of the vehicle and for the bridge, of course. You might notice there is a distinct lack of trees. It was not always like this before the Industrial Revolution. This whole area was covered in Scotch pine forest, a very ancient forest, but it was basically cleared for the Industrial Revolution. So now we've got miles and miles of absolutely nothing much. A touch of snow at the side of the road, but we're getting a good wet sound off the road, but I think there is patches of ice around. So we've got one sharpish corner coming up, and we're now at 1,415 feet above sea level. So just easing off, letting it sort itself out, get ready for the corner, and through the corner we go. Just above 1G on that hump there. Oh, busy road, 2 vehicles. Side as there is sunshine on it, so not as much. So now you've got 13% downgrade for half a mile. It doesn't really show up too well on the camera, is it? The angle on the camera. So keep it in fairly low gear. Tap the brakes just to check it, and we're right down because this is quite a steep hill down. And yes, there is frost inside the road, so there could be frost on the road. it because you don't have the threat of ice on the road. Well, you shouldn't now. But in the winter it's proved to be that wee bit slower, and be mindful of the tight corners ahead. Like this one, because you're going over a corner, over a hump, so you get light on the wheels, so you get understeer, especially if it's a bit frosty. Down another hill to Little Glen, and there's a bit of a junction here for Bridge End of Glenlivet, Malt Whiskey Trail. Very good thing to do, especially if you have a driver that doesn't drink whiskey, because that else can get a little tickly. And if you do it on a good day, you can get 5 or 6 distilleries in a day. Mind you, the last time I did that was early 90s. Yeah, it'd be early 90s the last time I did that. Or was it late 80s, early 90s, one of the two. I took a couple of friends on the whiskey trail, and they said, "Who's the driver?" "Oh, that's me." "Well, here you go, here's a little miniature." "Yes, thank you." So I can enjoy it to my leisure at a later date. Another thing you've got to watch the roads up here at this time of year especially is frost heave rock falls, where rocks get pushed out the rock face by the ice behind them. The 82 down Loch Ness side is worse for it, but there is still a few bits around here, like there's a big quarry there. Apparently there's a lot of fossils found in that quarry. Basically 3 straight roads, which someday I might actually have a look at the history and see why it's that sort of shape, because we're a very twisty road coming in, and all of a sudden it just straightens out. From here it's basically a straight road right through the village. set a text message to somebody that you know will hear their phone and respond to it rapidly, and you have that already sent, but of course you have no signal, but as soon as your phone gets a whiff of a signal, that text message will go. So then you might have not even noticed that your phone's got a signal for a few seconds, but your text message that you already have in the send box will have gone, and that will have alerted people to come and help. So that's one to remember. If you're in trouble, set up a couple, maybe 2 or 3 different people, set the text messages up, have them sent on your phone. As soon as it gets a whiff of a signal, off it goes. I used to have text messages pre-formatted for when I was flying, so if I was in trouble, I would put my current location in the text message, and then if I did have a pan or a mayday, I would send the message, deal with the mayday, and then we've got at least a good idea where I am. But yes, it is showing up. We're now getting a bit more snow on the side of the road. Guys, we're now in a glen that's shadowed the whole steerage forwards on wheels and top. Concentration here, get the speed right down because I know there's a sharp corner here and it is in shadows. So if we do slide, we want to slide a little bit into the corner. There is a bit of a bank in there, so as long as you don't have much momentum, you won't really come much of a problem. Lower Garth. Well, we did a wee bit of a wheel slide there. Eased it down. No rush to get to the bottom of the hill, so just take it nice and gentle. We can let it go a wee touch as we're on a fairly benign bit of road now. And we've got a hill on the other side, so just gear it up without touching the pedal and we're down a nice hill with no drama whatsoever. So we're at Cock Bridge now. Those are the hills why that road gets closed very rapidly in the winter. So there's a bit of slush on the road in places. So the weather's been a bit worse here than the other bits. That ping was because of a bit of a bumpy road there. And we're now on the River Don. So in this area you watch for the little bridges. Always checking well ahead so that if you have to stop, you can stop. Because they are single track bridges. Full control of the vehicle at all times. Up here in the winter, slow and steady wins the race. But you can also be overcautious, which then causes more problems. Because people then start getting frustrated behind you. And that's when accidents get caused. So you don't want to be overly cautious. Because that can be more of a problem for others as well. You can see here, this side of the road is fairly clear, the other side does have snow on it. So that's just because of the grass height there, that's enough to create a shadow and change the conditions of the road surface. I don't like this new smooth tarmac they put down. Doesn't seem to be that grippy. Top cake or top dressing. I also think it holds a lot more water in the surface. There we go. Tight bridge. Dropped it down a couple of gear. No problem. No hard braking required. Nice little T-room there. I can't use it because they don't do gluten free. Because I'm a celiac sufferer. something. Because if you've had snow, you quite often have branches down, or freezing rain will bring branches down into the road corridor. And if nothing big has been down the road before you, you're likely the one that's going to take the branch off the tree. We've got a tractor with beacons going ahead of us, or a truck. Oh, it looks like a local truck. Check the mirror, there's nothing there again. There's been nothing there for the last 3/4 of an hour. Right, is he on the road or is he off the road? Just let the speed bleed off. Oh yeah, they've been in clearing. Down to 40 without touching the brakes. On the brakes, let's have a wee look. He is actually on the road. So, not a problem. Ah, that looks like the terra plates that we put down for going into wind turbines up. So this bit of road is liable to flooding, as we're actually just ever so slightly lower than the road, I believe. Not lower than the road, lower than the stream when it's in Spain. So I don't know. So that's one thing you watch, is the level of the rivers around here. As you come around the corner and suddenly find you're in the middle of it. It's a nice day here. Mud on the road as well. My junction should be coming up shortly. We're climbing up to Glen.
dusting of snow.